Hello and welcome to the Holcroft Nissan YouTube channel. Today is a bite-sized review of the Nissan LEAF Acenta 40 kilowatt. You might remember the original LEAF, which had quite a bulbous front end and exterior, and there's a very good reason for that. And that was because Nissan wanted you to know that the original LEAF was an electric car. They wanted it to stand out from the rest. Now this model looks just like a normal family hatchback, but it is a normal family hatchback with a difference. Underneath it's fully electric. Now the WLTP figures recommend that we would be getting around 168 miles to a full charge, and what we've tend to find over our experiences, dependent on the weather conditions, whether using the heaters, all that kind of stuff, and load, we average around 145 miles out of a full charge, which is plenty to get you around. And if you want to, you can check out the day there where we went to Sunderland by clicking the link above. That's got our trip there. So the Acenta is a mid-level spec, and for that you do get quite a lot of kit. This one in particular comes with the LED daytime running lights and halogen bulbs. And standard in keeping with Nissan's current range, you've got this huge wide V-motion grille, which gives it quite a nice stance on the road. And with this being a family hatchback, we do want to see the inside. Now it does have intelligent key, so I just press this little button here, the car unlocks, and in we go. From first impressions when we get in the car, it's got a lovely leather wrap steering wheel and a huge screen, which you can feel and see that the dash is made up and it's really well put together and really is quite robust. The seat position is very well placed. I do feel like I've got a good ride height, and the actual seats, although cloth, they are very, very comfortable. They've used quite a good level of plastics down here, and because we've got the I-key, we also get the intelligent start. Now obviously with that starting up, there is no engine noise, and the beauty of that is when Nissan were designing the LEAF, they had to design it really, really well, because there's no way of hiding those normal rattles that you get, that you can hide with engine noise, so the car had to be really well put together. The strange thing with the LEAF is when you want the heat, you do have to press the heat button. Aircon is normal, but it is a little bit different, because if you don't press the heat button, you're not going to get any. And it does slightly affect the range, but once you do get used to it, I've been driving a LEAF for over 12 months now, and I just get in and go. I don't really suffer with that range anxiety, but it is something that you do need to look out for. Now, one of the things that is quite incredible about the car is where the battery's placed. It's actually placed underneath the car, which incredibly gives the car a much lower centre of gravity, which gives you fantastic handling on the road and in multiple conditions. And another thing that you can tell is there's this flat bottom underneath, and that's been specifically designed for aerodynamics to give you greater range. Nissan always asks us to talk about the technology, and the Acenta comes with that in abundance. Starting from Nissan's e-pedal. Now that is a very interesting concept. It basically means that you can drive and operate the car with one pedal, just the accelerator. Don't worry, the brake pedal is still there, you can still brake if you need to, but once you get used to it, it will bring the car to a natural stop in a much smoother fashion than any human can, because of the way it's been designed. Moving up onto the big huge screen that we've got DAB radio, we do have a full satellite navigation system, and even for reversing we've got a camera which gives us a guideline. Moving on to the steering wheel and the stalks, these options, we've got automatic lights and automatic wipers, which is not something we'd normally see in this sort of level of range, and even better when you get to the steering wheel, we've got this side which controls this TFT screen, and we can see different things. We can see our average kilowatts per mile, which actually tells you and how to calculate the actual range that you are getting. And one of my favourite features is we've got EV settings, so we can set the climate control timer for when we come out in the morning. So in the winter I always have my car ready for when I leave the house at 30 degrees, so I don't have to defrost it, and when I get in it's nice and cosy and warm. Over to the right hand side we have a radar cruise control and a speed limiter. Now the radar cruise has a distance monitor here, so it's always monitoring the vehicle in front, which means when that car slows down, your car will slow down. When that car speeds up, your car will speed up to the maximum speed that you set. And then moving on to safety, it does have quite a lot. It's got the intelligent blind spot monitoring system in both wing mirrors, and under here this unit, there is a sensor. Well, there's two sensors. You've got the emergency braking system for pedestrians and the emergency braking system for vehicles. So if a vehicle suddenly slams the brakes on in front of you, the car is going to try and come to a stop. And that in itself gives the car a full Euro 5 NCAP safety rating. With this being aimed at a family car, it is very important for the Leaf to have good rear cabin space. And as you can see, I'm a 5'9", so I'm not the tallest person in the world, but I've got plenty of knee room and a vast amount of headroom above my head. And some of the creature comforts that we get in the rear, what you would expect is we've got Isofix on both sides for younger children, but also for older children and young adults, we do get two USB sockets, which gives plenty of connectivity for charging the phones or iPads, and it keeps them, well, I'm a parent, it keeps them off your back, I know what you mean. Now, in the rear, we need to check out the boot space. The boot is an important part of any car, and what's great about this model is it comes with a 435 litre boot space, so plenty for getting in pushchairs, shopping, you name it is going to fit in there. It does come with two cables. You've got your standard one for the charging network and also for non-tethered home charging points. And you do get a 3-pin plug as well, so you can go straight into the mains at home, but obviously just check with your energy provider about tariffs and charging prices. So for a family car, it's a great size. Now, more importantly, we also need to talk about charging the Leaf, and you do get two charge points. You get the standard home charger and 6.6 kilowatt charger, and you also get the rapid 50 kilowatt CHAdeMO charger. So the CHAdeMO will charge in roughly around an hour, 50 minutes to an hour, and dependent on your home charger, it can vary from 4 hours right the way up until 16 with the 3-pin plug. So that is a bite-sized review of the Nissan LEAF 40 kilowatt Acenta. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, the best person to ever decide if a car is right for them is the person who's buying it. So please subscribe to our channel. You can get in touch with us via our app and also via our Facebook pages, and we can arrange the best suited version of testing out the car just for you.